You've got a great website, but your socials seem disconnected. You've got a professional brochure, but with colors and a style completely different from your website. Here's the problem. You're communicating with different voices. And when every channel speaks its own language, your brand risks getting lost. Today we are talking about consistency in business communication, an aspect that's often overlooked, but can make the difference between a company that's recognizable and one that goes unnoticed. Consistency isn't just about looks. When all your channels speak the same language, from your website to your business card, your customer recognizes you straight away. And do you know what happens? They trust you because being recognizable builds trust, and trust leads to conversion. In the Ticino region, where personal contact is still very strong, this consistency strengthens your image at every touch point. It all starts with a fundamental question: who are you and how do you want to be perceived? A strong brand identity has two sides: the visual identity, like the logo, colors, images, typography, and the verbal identity, the tone of voice, messages, and keywords. If these two sides don't communicate with each other, the brand falls apart and the customer gets confused. But let's have a look together at how to make your website, socials, and printed materials consistent. Visual consistency isn't just a graphic matter, it's what makes the customer feel like they are in the right place wherever they come across you. The first place to start is your website. These days, your website is your digital business card. It's often the first point of contact between your business and the customer. To really work, it needs to reflect your identity. If your website looks like a standard template and is indistinguishable from others, you're missing the chance to show who you are. Then there's social media, which lets you share your story every day. But be careful. Every post is a small piece of the bigger picture. A recognizable visual style and a tone of voice that matches your website make all the difference between a polished feed and confusing communication. If each social media account seems like it's run by a different person, the brand becomes fragmented and loses its strength. Lastly, let's not forget about printed materials like brochures and business cards. Even though they are offline, they are part of the same experience, and often these are the very tools that end up physically in the customer's hands. They need to speak the same visual language as your other channels, same colors, fonts, and personality, because the customer doesn't distinguish between digital and print. As an interactive media designer, I often get material that I need to bring into line: brochures made by one supplier, a website done by another, posts and socials managed by a freelancer. And the question is always the same: how do we make it all look like it's from the same company? The truth is, it's not enough to just tweak things. You need to build a consistent visual system with clear rules that let every channel express the brand without straying from its identity each time. Let's take a look together at the most common mistakes. One of the most common mistakes is working with different suppliers, one for the website, one for social media, and another for printed materials, without any central coordination. The result: each piece communicates a different identity and the company's overall image falls apart. Another common mistake is a partial rebranding. Maybe you update the logo, pick a modern font, but leave everything else as it was. Website, brochures, slides, presentations. It's like putting a new jacket over an old outfit. Something feels off, and the client can sense it. Then there's the overuse of impersonal stock images. But if these images don't represent your team or your reality, the message that comes across is cold, generic, and far from your true identity. Finally, there's often a lack of clear guidance for those doing the communicating. Texts, graphics, and materials are created on a whim, without a shared brand book. And when there aren't clear rules, Everyone communicates in their own way. The problem? The brand becomes inconsistent, and an inconsistent brand doesn't inspire trust. Often, companies ask us to fix their communication, but when we dig a bit deeper, we realize the problem isn't just about graphics, it's organizational. There's no guideline, no big picture vision, and as long as each channel does its own thing, it will be hard to create a truly recognizable identity. That's why the role of an agency is so important. An agency that specializes in branding, like Organica, doesn't just make a logo. We help Ticino businesses build a consistent visual system that works on your website, on social media, in printed materials, and in your team's hands. Whether you need to start from scratch or realign what you already have, our job is to build communication that works everywhere and truly speaks about you. If your website, your socials, and your brochure all seem to be telling different stories, it's the right time to pause and realign everything. With a tailored strategy, we can help you make every channel consistent. Head to www.organica.agency and request a consultation. We'll start with what you already have and work together to build a clear, strong, and recognizable identity. And if you found the video helpful, leave a like, subscribe, and follow our channel so you don't miss out on useful content to help your business grow.